These are my note cards. So I want you guys to take just the first few minutes of this speech to think about where you see yourselves in the next 30 to 40 years from now. For me, I think I see myself somewhere far in the country with lots of land, and I'm enjoying my life. I'm retired, traveling and enjoying myself with my husband, and my kids are grown. I hope that whatever you chose to think of and see yourself within the next 30 years, you were able to understand that retirement is an actual thing. I think that for most millennials, we don't think of retirement at all until we get up in age and we realize that, hey, this is real. For me, I didn't think of that until I came across a TED Talk, and this young woman was basically explaining that she had retired and hit rock bottom and she had nothing. For me, I don't want that. So I thought that this speech would be great for you guys as well as for myself to hear and understand that we should be focused on building our savings and retirement accounts for later in life. But young Americans, such as ourselves, are not necessarily focused on retirement. According to Whiteboard Talk, about 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings accounts. So with this speech, I want to challenge you guys to create a savings account and save as much money as you can, whether that's from $100 to $1,000, whatever your financial situation is. I ask that you guys sit down and think about your futures and what you can do now to help you move forward later. According to CNBC, 1 in 5 Americans have no allotments from their paychecks to go towards their savings. I think that we should think of long-term savings, long-term and our short-term goals. Our savings accounts that we create can help us with our short-term goals, whether that's to put a down payment on a car, to help us purchase any jewelry, to help us with down payments or closing costs for a home, whereas our long-term goals can help us with our future endeavors as far as retirement. Now, we have various different retirement accounts, but two major retirement accounts from, according to Value Penguin, explains about a 401k, traditional, and Roth IRAs. Now, these accounts are set up with your employers, or you can set them up yourself to help you take money from your paychecks, ultimately for you to have later on when you retire, so that you don't have to retire and no longer work and face the facts or reality that you don't have enough money to survive without a job. So the sooner you can start your account, the better off you'll be, due to a great friend called compound interest over the years. Savings accounts are very important. Business Insider states that having high interest bearing savings accounts will allow you to have access to your liquid cash. So basically, when you have this access to your cash on hand, if you face any kind of emergencies, from your car breaking down to anything like your washer and dryer breaking down or anything, you have this cash on hand that you can get to easily to help you, while they're creating a higher interest rate from the money that you already have within that account. Now, most people don't save because they feel they have too many bills and too many expenses to be able to make that step. Putting away money monthly can be challenging when you have a lot of bills. Now, these bills can be light bills, water bills, mortgages, rent, you name it. I'm sure everyone has them. I have them myself. Now, Debt.org states that 1.48 trillion Americans have student loan debt. We're all in school, and I'm not sure how we pay for it, but as for me, I had to take out some loans to help pay for my schooling. So I know that a lot of Americans have this as a debt. You shouldn't be you shouldn't feel that, you have no way of saving because of these bills. I understand that you want to make payments, but you also have to think of your future and your family's future, but most importantly, your future. Now, factors that can limit us from savings is just living our everyday lives. I'm sure we want to go out to eat, we would have to buy clothes, we want to do vacations, but if we can budget our money in a way that helps us in the long term, we'll thank ourselves later. I know that it's hard to give up instant gratification, but I think in the end it will help us be more fruitful and be able to have the necessity and the things that we even want once we retire. So saving a little will help us in the end. I think as I close, I want you guys to take away that saving and retirement is a real thing, and that, like in the beginning I said, almost 70% of Americans do not have $1,000 in their savings accounts, and that may be you. I want you guys to take this challenge to really research and to learn about saving money. Even complete a savings challenge with family and friends so that you guys can be accountable for one another and ultimately enjoy and learn about having money and being wealthy, because taking care of you is the best thing you can do in the end for yourself. Thank you.